So now that you have your LS-100 unboxed and the top tray assembled, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to properly change the labels on this. On the left side of your scale, you're going to find the cartridge cassette where your labels go in. You're going to pull that gently. Out of the box, your scale will have a label installed already, but we're going to go ahead and remove that and replace it with one of our own. There's a few parts you should know. This is the bobbin. This is a clamp, a rewinding clamp to be exact, and right under that is the rewinding bobbin. And this is your label guide, which will help keep your labels in place. So first, we're gonna pull up the rewinding clamp, pull open the paper guide, unroll this out and pull up. Once you've removed the old labels from your scale, at the bottom of your cartridge you will see a diagram explaining all the different parts of the cartridge and how to install a new label paper roll. You can also remove this. Just line up the hex shape and slide that out to reveal the full diagram. Once the old labels are out and to the side, I'm going to go ahead and put in one of our own. The reason I'm switching the label is because it's very important to have a label roll that's made of high quality paper and the labels themselves. Before I put this roll in or on the bobbin, I'm going to remove 4 to 5 labels because I want that empty space on the paper to be able to install this properly. I'm going to go ahead and place the label roll right on the bobbin. Secondly, I'm going to go in between the paper guide and this little metal wall here. I'm going to start pulling my paper. Third, I'm going to go in between these two cylinders. One with a screw, the other doesn't. Pull a bit more. Following the end of the plastic cartridge, I'm going to go in between that and this little metal piece here. Continue pulling. I'm going to unroll it back once we get to this point. Once we're at this point, you're going to get your rewinding clamp. And this opening here, we're going to line it up and catch this end of the label. So with one finger pressed down and your other hand, just gently slide your rewinding clamp down as such until it hits all the way to the bottom. I'm just gonna roll it up a bit. The machine will do that itself though. This little paper guide has been open. It's very important to not leave it as such. Another thing that you just saw me do, this little plastic down there is a gap sensor. It's very important that that does not get covered and the paper goes in between the gap sensor and this metal wall here. Once that's achieved, you want to close this paper guide. Now we're all set setting up the new paper label roll, and you're going to just push this back in gently. You don't want to slam that. The inside of that has a magnet that catches to the cartridge itself and it'll pull itself nicely shut. Now that you have your labels changed and your scale fully assembled, you're going to go ahead and power it on. Your scale will count down, meaning it's initializing, getting ready to start. While it's doing that, let's go ahead and take off this cover, which will reveal the alphabet and character keyboard on your scale. Once your scale is on, your labels are installed, you're going to hit feed a few times, just to make sure that your labels are coming out properly. When you do pull out a label, keep in mind, you should not pull it back. There's tension. If you try to pull straight back, you'll feel it won't let you. So what you need to do is pull from right to left. Now that you tested your feed, we're ready to do some basic programming on this.